Hey everybody, it's Angie from Trips with Angie, and I am here at Margaritaville Island Reserve Riviera Maya Adults Only All-Inclusive Resort. I'm just finishing up a 3-night stay. Thank you so much to Charisma for hosting me these 3 nights. I can't wait to show you all around the resort and give you all my tips and tricks. If you would like to book your own stay to Margaritaville, email Angie at tripswithangie.com and ask what the current offer is for YouTube subscribers.
The ride from the airport is about 20 minutes, but the last 10 minutes are very bumpy. You'll check in here at the check-in desk. We were able to check in, but we weren't able to access our room till about 3 o'clock when it was ready. After check-in, you're going to want to head right over here to the concierge desk to get your dining reservations. Some of the restaurants do require reservations, and this is the easiest way to make them. If you want to find a souvenir, head to the Margaritaville store. And then here is the beautiful lobby bar. Check out those margarita glasses on the chandelier. This is a great place to hang out in the evenings or the late afternoons. You can see here, these are the alcohols that are included. I thought I had a lot of great brands except for the tequilas. But the bartenders here are phenomenal. They do all kinds of fun tricks, adding smoke, adding fire to your cocktails. It's a really fun place to hang out. Around 7 o'clock each evening, there was live entertainment. Here was the guitar player. There was a violin player. So we really enjoyed heading here before and after dinner. Heading out of the lobby bar, we'll find a beautiful outdoor deck overlooking the resort. So notice that the resort is in a U shape with the pools and the restaurants in the middle. This was a new build for Margaritaville, unlike the family resort. So look for a video coming up in the next week or so of the Margaritaville family resort. They are not next door to each other. They don't share exchange privileges. We're going to head to the left as you're facing the beach and check out one of the a la carte restaurants. You can see there's lots of seating if you wanted to get together in a small group, plenty of places to hang out together. JWB, I'll let you guess what the J and B stand for, is the steakhouse. This does require reservations. It's beautifully designed. You can come in here and just get a drink if you don't have a reservation. Some of the favorite things I had was the melted cheese appetizer. This is a must try if you're a cheese fan. The empanadas were really good. It was ground beef, very flavorful, a lot of spices. The tuna tartare was really well done. I love the add of the avocado and the potato chips. This was a very nice shrimp cocktail. These were the largest shrimp we found at the resort. And then I had the short rib entree, which was delicious, tender, well cooked. I loved it. And the macaroni and cheese was pretty good. It reminded me of like Velveeta mac and cheese. So if you like that, you'll love this. There are elevators throughout the property. It's very mobility friendly. Let's head to the pickleball courts. Do you play pickleball? Let me know in the comments. As you go around the resort, be on the lookout for some of these Instagram spots where you can take a fun photo. One of the interesting events they have is a nighttime glow pickleball tournament, which I think is so fun, especially in the summer when it's so hot. You can also play shuffleboard. You don't need to be on a cruise ship for that. Heading down the hallway, we're going to check out my room, which was a luxury paradise suite. Here's a little hint. If your room category has luxury in the title, that means you have a bathtub. This is a wristband resort, so your wristband will serve as your key to the room. And here's that bathtub I was talking about. It's an enclosed shower and bathtub together. There is a screen you can pull down for privacy. You don't have to shower like totally open to the whole room. I really liked having it all in one room, especially for drying bathing suits and just having more space in the shower. They do provide shampoo, conditioner, bath gel, and lotion. You have your bathrobes, your iron, your safe. They also had slippers if you wanted them, but they weren't big enough for my big feet. Heading over here, this is your mini bar section, but they have the Nespresso machine with the little pods, but you customize your mini bar. And I'll explain more about that when we get down to where you would buy the things you wanted with your credits for your mini bar. But they do refill it with water every day automatically. Here's the king size bed. You can see there's outlets on both sides of the bed. You have a large television, a nice desk area. I really enjoyed the art in here. It made it fun and lively. You have this great little sitting area. And then they gave me this little boat with cookies in it, which I thought was so cute. So here's your balcony overlooking the resort. It's a pool view with a little bit of ocean in the back. Now, the balconies are not super private. Now, when you're sitting, you can't really see anybody, but you can see as you're going in and out of the balcony, you're going to see your neighbors. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. They do have room service. Room service takes about an hour, so keep that in mind. Heading back to the elevators, we're going to head down to the pool deck to check out the rest of the resort. So you're going to pass the office for the Prestige Travelers. This is their membership kind of timeshare program. You'll see signs of that around. First floor of this building is a swim up suite. That's a shared pool among everyone. There are ramps throughout the property, again, very mobility friendly. In this area, they set out a mini buffet every day. This was the seafood buffet, so just another option for lunch. And then you can sit here at these tables when you take advantage of that mini buffet. Next door is the main buffet, or in Charisma, they call it a food display because they serve smaller portions that get changed out more frequently. Check out this boat booth. I love the theming throughout this resort. There's so many small, fun touches. Did you notice in the bathroom that it was like whale tails on the sink? So be looking for all these like cute little small touches that bring in that Margaritaville theme. This is the breakfast buffet. You have your make your own Bloody Mary and mimosa station. They have a number of fresh juices, different types of milk if you have allergies. If you have any allergies, definitely let them know. They can go over all the items that are available with you. They did a really good job. We had 2 vegans with us on our trip. They did a good job trying to figure out options for them. The fresh fruit was terrific. They have whole fruit too if you wanted to take something for the road. And then you have all of your different choices if you want yogurts, cereals, the made to order, eggs are available. And then your typical like American breakfast items, sausage, bacon, potatoes. In this section was the charcuterie. So you had different cheeses and breads. And then you also have the meats. I think this is a standard on all-inclusive buffets, is having this like great charcuterie board available. A little different than what we usually eat for breakfast in the US, but I absolutely love it. What about you? What's your like go-to standard in like an all-inclusive buffet? What are you looking for? So there's some more veggies, and then they had churros, which I was so excited about. I was on a hunt for churros throughout the resort. So they definitely have them on the breakfast buffet. Heading out of the restaurant, we're going to head towards the main pool area. And we're going to find a special outdoor area. During our stay, one of the nights, they had kind of a pop-up restaurant here with its own seafood menu. So these were gyoza. It was a Pacific Asian menu. They had these terrific Korean short rib tacos, but the dish of the evening was this half chicken. It was so flavorful and delicious. So definitely check out that pop-up menu if they have it during your stay. No reservations were required. Frank and Lola's is the other restaurant that does require reservations. This is the Italian restaurant. They do have a pizza bar. You can ask to sit at that pizza bar without reservations. So check that out if you're just in the mood for a pizza. They have a beautiful room. Look how you can make this into a nice long table. I love that. This is a great resort if you were traveling with a group of friends. I thought the charcuterie board was terrific. That Parmesan cheese was excellent. The calamari was delightful. The calamari was tender. It was very crisp. I also really liked the beef carpaccio. It was the right mix of seasonings and oil and arugula. This is the lasagna. It was very flavorful, but it was just a little. The restaurant also has outdoor seating if that's your vibe. Now here's the provision merchant shop. So along the wall you're looking at here are the things you can add to your mini bar. You'll get a number of credits that you can apply to your room, and with that you can purchase sodas, candy, and chips. They also have sandwiches and sweet treats. These are available for free. It's all included throughout the day. It switches up throughout the day for different items. And then, of course, in the morning, they have smoothies and juices. And then throughout the day, they have all your specialty coffees. The spa is located in the building to the right as you're looking at the beach on level 5. St. Somewhere Spa is not included. They have a number of different treatments available. Definitely ask about the sale. So we found a great promotion for a 2-for-1 facial, and it was delightful. They also have a salon with manicures, pedicures, hairstyling services. That's in this area right here. They have a hydrotherapy area that is included with treatments, or you can pay extra. It has different steam rooms, cold plunge, and then those jets that massage you, and heated loungers. Heading back down to the pool area, there's this cool area to hang out and actually look at each other and talk, which I think is smart. There's another set of swim up rooms on this side of the resort. And then here's the first of the 2 swim up bars. So this is more of the quiet pool, the chill pool, but it does have a swim up bar and you can take part of their delicious cocktails. They do a really great job here. The service was excellent. It was so friendly. You really felt like you're a part of the family. That is something I love about Margaritaville Resorts is the staff make all the difference. You can see there's plenty of seating around with umbrellas in case you need shade. Anywhere there's steps, there is another way to get there without having to go up steps. So if you see steps, don't worry, there's another way to get there. You can see this set of swim up suites is so close to the main swim up bar. You would just have to swim out of your room, up these stairs, and then down those stairs right across the way. And this is the main activity pool. They had all kinds of fun games here in the afternoon. They had water volleyball. They played human bingo. They played blackjack up here on the deck on the other side of the bar. So lots of activities going on all day long. LandShark Brewery, they brew their own beer here on site. You can have a tasting with the brewmaster that takes you back into the brewery to show you how they're doing it. There were 4 on tap when I was there, and they were all very, very good. This is great if you have a beer lover. You can even have a private event in the brewery. There's also a pool table here. I had the tacos, they were excellent. I also had the onion rings, they were very good. And of course, if you're going to have a Margaritaville brewery, you got to have nachos. So here's a picture of the nachos. This is open for lunch and dinner. And in the evenings, they had a band one night, they had karaoke one night, they had another singer singing like Latin favorites so people could dance one evening. So this usually started about 9 or 10 each night. So 7 o'clock, you had the lobby bar entertainment, 9 or 10, you had the entertainment in the brewery. Here's the deck just outside the LandShark Brewery. And then now let's talk about the beach. This resort generally does not have a beach, just so you know. This was taken in July of 2025 when the sargassum was really bad across all of the Caribbean. Obviously, they blocked off the stairs. You couldn't even access this area. They had workers here with heavy machinery trying to clear it. But even on its best day, this resort does not have a beach. I think it's really important you know that. You're going to have beautiful ocean views, but if you want to be laying out in the sand, this is not the resort for you. So for me, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be in the pool the whole time. I love a pool with a swim up bar with an infinity edge where you can look out over the water. This is one of my favorite things. So for that reason, this resort is terrific. I also love that the swim up bar had swings instead of regular bar stools. So that's a good part of this resort. Again, beach, not the best. Heading down the other side now. So we kind of walked up the right side as you look down the beach. We're going to walk back up the left side. This is the swim up suites on that side. Anyone can access that pool. So it's not private. It is shared. The ready to chill, license to chill is another spot where you can have lunch. It's a seafood heavy menu, but it also has a lot of favorites. They have a really good chicken salad if you're interested. You can also opt to sit with your feet in the water. I think it's so fun. They have this like little area where if you just want your feet cooled off, you can sit there. Otherwise, I had the octopus ceviche, which was absolutely delicious. And of course, I had to get the Baja fish tacos. That's a standard whenever I go to Mexico.
So that is Margaritaville. What did you think? Let me know in the comments. And here's a couple of videos that YouTube and I thought you might like.